So you're thinking about moving to Bend, or maybe you're already here and you want to learn more about an awesome Southeast Bend neighborhood. Well, today we're going to be touring the bridges at Shadow Glen, just off of 15th Street here. Probably the prime location in the southeast pocket of Bend right now as we're recording. It's about 15 years old, but we're right in the mecca of all this new development. We've got 𝐿PENGLO Park right behind us over here, and just a little ways down 15th Street is the brand new Caldera High School. So what we're gonna do today is walk you guys by 3 houses that have recently closed. One in the $600,000 range, another in the $700,000 range, and a third in the $800,000 range, to give you a feel for what homes in this part of Bend go for in this current state of the market. So if a video like this sounds like it could be of service to you, stick around. We're getting into it right now.
If this is your first time on the channel and you'd like to know everything there is to know about living, eating, sleeping, playing, the good and the bad of Bend, Oregon and the surrounding areas, subscribe to the channel, tap that bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about what's going on here in Bend, Oregon. My name is Zach Nutter. This is Ryan Rudloff, both licensed brokers with eXp Realty in the state of Oregon. We've lived here for over 30 years and we absolutely love it. So whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Love to connect with you, help you make that move here. That being said, we're gonna jump in the car. We're gonna head to the first house. This is gonna be the one in the $600,000 range. We're really excited to show you guys some houses in this neighborhood. Let's get after it.
So the bridges at the bridges
at Shadow Glen.
Yes. So the bridges at Shadow Glen, we're just off of 15th Street here. This is a Polish Homes subdivision that started way back 2008, 2009, and so homes have been kind of trickling into this subdivision over the last 10 to 15 years. So the one that's behind us right here just sold last year for $620,000. 21 days on the market, and it's roughly 1,600 square feet or so. So it's more of like a cottage style bungalow. They have these in this subdivision here, but this gives you a feel for what 600 or the $600,000 range will get you here in the southeast pocket of Bend. One thing that I really want to drive home with this subdivision are all the amenities. Now there's a community pool, there's a community center, there is a workout facility, there's even an indoor basketball gym that we'll show you pictures of. Kind of gives homage to like these new up and coming developments in and around Bend, especially by Polish Homes, because they do a great job kind of setting the bar at such a high level. But this subdivision here, like I said, 15 years old or so. You can see the home here, it was built in 2018. And it's just in great condition, and it's in a fantastic location.
Ryan, does this house have the garage on the back side, the alley access garage, or does it? Yeah, it does have the garage. Okay, so it's got the alley access. So you'll find that in a lot of houses in this neighborhood. You'll find some that have the rear load, which is more traditional style, and then you'll find some that have the backyard that's on the side of the house, and then you've got the alley access for the driveway in the back. So. Yeah, this is the first house we wanted to show you. If we spin around, again, we can show you where this park is.
Totally.
So this is 𝐿PENGLO. There's all kinds of trails throughout here. There's a splash pad that literally sits right across the street.
Yeah.
You've got a dog park, a small amphitheater. It'd be more for like local music, things like that. But there's there's several rock climbing walls over there. There's a bunch in this neighborhood.
Yeah.
And around this neighborhood. They're building a brand new subdivision next door called Easton. It's also a Polish neighborhood. It's gonna have single family homes, townhomes, condos, apartments. There's also proposed mixed use over there, which would be directly across from Caldera High School. So a really great area. We've talked about this a lot, but the southeast side of Bend is growing tremendously. And this is one of the premier neighborhoods in the area. Just down the way, you'll find some older homes on bigger lots. But this is like the newer section of the southeast side of town that has newer homes all built within the last 20 years and so close to all these great amenities.
So now what we're gonna do, this is like the very edge of the subdivision. Some of the smaller units are out here. We're gonna go into the subdivision and show you guys 2 more homes at higher price points, but also bigger homes themselves. So let's carry on with this tour. Okay, so we made it to our second little pit stop here on today's tour in the Bridges. Now the home behind us also sold in 2024. Now this one sold for $753,000, so a little bit higher than the previous home. This one's at 2,010 square feet and it took 30 days for it to go into contract. So this is a very popular neighborhood. If the homes are priced appropriately, they generally are going to go relatively quickly based off of the style and makeup of the neighborhood, but also the location. A lot of people recognize the value in the southeast part of Bend. This one probably a little bit higher price point too, as a result of it being on a corner lot here. Also off of the main drag of 15th Street a little bit, a couple blocks in, so a little bit quieter in this area, but you can see it's just really well kept. This one was built back in 2017, so a relatively new home as well. But this one gives you an idea of, say, maybe the next leg up in terms of price point for this particular subdivision, about $100,000 or a little over $100,000 more than that first one that we looked at.
So we've been telling you that this is a Polish neighborhood. Polish is one of the premier builders here in Central Oregon that's building a lot of these master plan communities. They have this neighborhood, which is the Bridges. You've got the one next door, is Easton, that they're developing, both hundreds of units in them. You've got Petrosa on the other side of town right now. So they've got some really large projects and they do things really well. They build great community centers, they put pools in, do a lot of nice stuff to where it's almost like resort style living. So they're really, really well known here in Central Oregon as a builder. They do a great job. This area, as Ryan talked about, is kind of the newer side. So where we started, those homes were built in the 2008, 2009 period of time. And as you know, the market was pretty slow then, so this neighborhood took a little bit longer, I think, to develop than what normally would. It really just wrapped up in the last year or so. But yeah, it's a wonderful neighborhood. It's really quiet. There's a bunch of houses in here, but like we talked about, being so close to the park, the new high school, hopefully some mixed use commercial over there. You're really close to getting pretty well anywhere in town. You can get northwest or north, south, east, west really quickly from this area. They just built a new overpass that overpasses Murphy, so you can skip the crazy traffic of Reed Market if you want to. It's a little bit longer drive, but you get to just keep driving the whole time. There's not much traffic on that, so really great neighborhood. So we're excited to show you the last house on our little tour here. It's going to be in the $800,000 range, so we're going to head over there and show you that place.
Okay, so now we're a little bit further back into the neighborhood, a little bit more established back here. We're coming up on some homes that are at a little bit higher of a price point here. We look over to our left here. This one sold last year as well. This is a 2-story home, 2,700 square feet, 81 days on market, ended up selling for $860,000. And then if we actually continue on here, the home right next door, this was a really hot street last year. This is a single level home, but with 3-car garage. This one actually took one day on the market. Pan over there, single level home. This one sold for $888,000. So it gives you kind of a perspective of this particular subdivision and what some of the makeup is. So homes that are closer to the main drag of 15th Street, smaller bungalow style. And then as we continue into the neighborhood, we're getting into bigger and bigger homes. And then you can just kind of get a feel for what the price point is, how they go from where they start in the 600s all the way up to 7, 8. And then even if we continue this video, I think the highest price pointed home that sold last year was just over $1 million.
And as you'll notice, the single story home sold for quite a bit more per square foot, correct?
Yep.
Single story homes typically do that. There's a lot greater group of people that want single story. There's certain people that don't want or can't have two-story homes. So single story typically goes for more. It's also a more expensive house to build. It has more roof, more foundation. It also has a beautiful 3-car garage. So these are two great houses. These are much more like your traditional style home. You've got the garage in the front. You've got the backyard behind the house rather than kind of those side yards. So these houses inside of the bridges are definitely going to run more a higher bill, right? So you're most likely going to be in that high 7s to 8s and above in here if you want more of the traditional style with 1,800 to 2,000 square feet. Most of the houses in here are going to have solid surface countertops. They're going to have nice finishes. Polish does a really, really good job of that stuff. So we're going to make one last stop. We're going to do kind of an update of Easton, which is right next door. It's another Polish neighborhood. We've done some videos on this in the past. We're just going to kind of give you guys an update on what's happening over there, and then we'll close out the video. Hope you guys are having a good time walking with us through the Polish neighborhood of the Bridges. All right, so we are in, did you want to talk?
No, you go ahead.
Okay. So we're in Easton now. Literally, the road right there connects the two of them. If you look behind us, like these houses that you're seeing the fronts of here, those are in Easton, but just behind you can see some houses back there, and that is the Bridges. So this, if we pan around a little bit, is their amenity here. It's a lot like the one at Petrosa. It's got a big pool, it's got a splash pad area, you've got barbecues, you've got a cover shaded area, you've got a covered kind of outdoor seating area, restrooms, you've got a clubhouse inside. I believe they've got a small gym. It is a really amazing facility. Again, Polish is doing a great job building these resort style communities. You can see this path that they have over here. We are almost directly across the street from Caldera High School, which is only a couple years old now. It's a beautiful high school. This is a great neighborhood. I mean, they're just kind of getting started, but I feel like there's at least maybe 100 homes in here already. Amazing neighborhood. There is talk of mixed-use commercial on the corner. Whether it happens or not, I'm not sure, but there's going to be single-family homes in here. There's going to be townhomes. There's going to be apartments. It's a huge development. So much happening on the southeast side. We hope you enjoyed the tour of the Bridges and just showing you what kind of that $600,000, $700,000, and $800,000 price point can get you in this area. If you enjoy this, if this is something you're interested in, call us, text us, email us. We'd love to give you a tour, give you more information. We're here for you guys. Thank you for watching all the way to the end of the video here. We appreciate you guys so much, and let us know if there's anything we can do for you.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.